Hello, my name is Malina. I am a full-time house sitter. It's interesting for me because I haven't done a lot of house sitting during the pandemic. I was actually house sitting when the pandemic happened, and so I do have a little bit of that experience with it, and I'm getting ready to kind of start doing the house sitting again full-time now that people are getting vaccinated, things are getting safer. We'll see how it goes. Just kind of like I'm just kind of taking those baby steps right now to see how that works. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little video really quick and talk about why I started house sitting, and hopefully it helps some other people figure out if it might be a good fit for them as a result. So I really wanted to figure out how to travel full-time, work remotely, and when I got into the logistics of it, it was really hard. It was stressful. It was hard to figure out exactly how to make it work. I had really hoped that one of my good friends or my sister would be at that same career place where they could travel full-time with me, help split the costs. Nobody was. So I was like, okay, how can I actually make this work? You know, that being said, even if one of them would have been able to, it still would have been super expensive, and I'm sure we would have been trying to find ways to make it cheaper and more affordable. I was feeling really discouraged because I didn't know how I could actually ever pull it off to travel full-time and, you know, to be able to afford it, because having to pay for accommodation, having to pay for transportation, it's super, super expensive, and there's not a lot of people who can afford that. Especially if you're not, you know, a travel blogger, you know, getting your rooms comped, or you're traveling for work and getting your, you know, your work actually covering those rooms. Like, what is the option if you are wanting to travel full time? How do you actually afford it? So house sitting for me offered a way to be able to travel full time and make it actually affordable. It offered a way for me to be able to cut out the accommodation costs completely, and as a result made it an actual possibility for me to travel. If you're somebody who is, you know, working remotely now because of the pandemic, and you're going to work remotely now after the pandemic, and you're trying to figure out what that looks like for you, how to kind of carve out your life now, how you can travel more, how you can live life more on your own means, I really encourage you to check out house sitting, because it makes it way more affordable. It makes traveling full-time more sustainable long-term. If you're having to pay for hotels or Airbnbs all the time, it's not something that you can really afford to do. I don't think most people at least can. And something else that really drew me to it, it's a way to live in places that you wouldn't have the opportunity to really live in otherwise. I wouldn't have been able to afford to stay in these places longer term if it wasn't for house sitting. I wasn't going there to work, so going through the whole visa application process, you know, that wasn't a reality either. But being able to go somewhere as a visitor and stay there long term and not have to pay for the accommodation, it opens up your world so much, and it opens up an opportunity to truly be immersed and live in places you wouldn't have the opportunity to otherwise. House sitting provides you with such a unique experience to any other form of travel because of this. House sitting has just really opened my life and has allowed me to create the lifestyle that I really wanted to have. I can't think of any other way that I would be able to live the lifestyle that I currently have if it wasn't for house sitting. If you are interested in learning more about house sitting and to see if it's a good fit for you, maybe you're retired and you're looking to travel more, maybe you're in this situation that you are working remotely now post-pandemic, and you're going to, you know, continue working remotely now as we are kind of getting out of the pandemic. I have a little ebook talking all about how to get started house sitting in the description box below. Check it out, and if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to join the platform that I use for house sitting, Trusted House Sitters, there is a discount code in the description box below. Make sure to subscribe and hit me up on Instagram. I'm a lot more active on Instagram. If you do go on your first house sit, let me know how it goes. And I hope this helps you in your journey to create the life that is right for you. So thanks for watching.